praying to have a non-problematic existence is so unrealistic. And I joke a lot about, I think we all do, joke a lot about like telling God to take you off his strongest soldiers list every year. I'm not coming off of it. I realize that. So what I started doing, or have been doing for some time, is praying that he gives me the strength, the endurance to deal with the things that come, because what I'm recognizing is it's always going to be something that's coming. The best thing I can do is to make sure I'm mentally prepared, energetically prepared, spiritually prepared to face it. And one of the best things that has been working for me, two of the best things, is literally prayer and the gym. 3, in journaling. I am literally coming out of a depressive episode, if I'm being completely honest. Like, coming out of it. But I've been going to the gym. I've been going back to therapy. I've been trying to, eat. Journaling. Like, really just trying to... I'll get to that in another thing. But, like, I recognize that I wasn't doing my best when I start to see little things around the house, like not opening my mail. I was cutting down my, what are they called? Bushes, and just seeing how much the vines had grew. So now that I have capacity to like get to those things, right? I have a leak in my basement. And I finally had the mental space to contact the plumber today. He comes out. And the leak is so tiny. It is so fucking tiny. But it's been leaking for so long quietly. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. That it's just now becoming visible. So all this time where it has presented like nothing's wrong with it, it wasn't, I didn't realize it was a problem until I see mold. And not only now is it's a visible problem, it has done so much damage behind the scenes that's not visible to the eye. And it's like 2 weeks ago, this would have been my 13th reason. And I genuinely mean my 13th reason. Like, cut the cameras. Cut them off. Because it's like, what the fuck? And literally, as he's telling me what's going on, and I can see up close, and he has the machine, so I'm watching the gauge go off the fucking scale when he puts it up to the wall just to see how saturated it is. And I'm recognizing that 2-3 weeks ago, I wouldn't have been in the space to even call him. But even more than that, I would have kicked this nigga out as soon as he started talking crazy. Go, I don't even want to hear no more, because I just don't have it. But most importantly, slow leaks kill. Slow leaks destroy. I was so in the moment as he's talking, like all of these things are, like going through my head, the cost, the inconvenience, the time between now and when he can actually get it done because he's about to leave. All of these things are going through my head. And I'm frustrated in the moment, but I'm like, who is there to be frustrated at? The leak was literally, it wasn't leaking to where it's hitting the floor, so you can see it's literally right across from the washing machine. So it wasn't leaking in a place where you can tell that it's leaking. I'm down there every week. And for weeks, for years, it's looked fine. And one day I come down there and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, the one thing that started to make sense altogether. That's why my water bill has been so high. But you know how long my water bill had been high for? Over a year. And I thought, like increase, because they increase stuff slowly. Maybe I'm using a little more water. Maybe my showers are longer. Summertime, we 2 shower a day people, washing more clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking all these things. And this slow leak is destroying a large portion of my house. And I thought about how many slow leaks I have. I said all of that to say this. Address your slow leaks. And if you don't necessarily know where they are, because maybe they're not visible, maybe they're so tiny that you think there's time, that you think there's no damage, that it's minimal, or it'll fix itself, it'll self-correct, because some things do self-correct, right? What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't? And what if there's no gradual, slow to medium to, fix your slow leaks, address them, audit them. And if you think you don't have any, just check in with yourself. I think that is like check in with yourself, because I always try and find, for me, like, okay, and this is just the Capricorn in me, I can't help it. I always try and find, I probably should have been a risk assessor. Anyway, I always try and find, when I look at the thing in hindsight or as a whole, where could I have noticed that something was off? My water bill. And again, all these things I thought, did I audit them? Did I look, you know what I'm saying? Or was I just like, kind of like checking off the box, like, oh, it could be this. But did I go look? Did I go actually recognize, like, all right, did I call a water company and say, bro, what's up? Did I call the water company and say, hey, did y'all have an increase? I know that Pico had a 6% increase. I know this. I was on their ass. And they were trying to have another. I know this. I should have called the water company. You know what I'm saying? Just do audits. That's, if I can give y'all anything from this, do audits. Fix the slow leaks, because they most likely they won't fix themselves. As far as depression goes, coming out of a depressive episode, that is a story for another time. But I will say this: depression doesn't look one way, and everybody doesn't look the same when they're going through it. And fun fact, if you have a strong friend that comes to you and you know they're the strong friend, don't tell them that they're strong.